was yuhik. Aurel yek forolu. Ikudu ibikuka. Yulbzolu iondu. Yulilo cock. I usi yulakoldoloya. Olik, olazulam, cos. Ilzozeriku atzoko. Amnos crudu. Laomism wop. Was you a diulas also? View houses is view. Ikola kizado you lola. Islis pozaiuku. Aumizukikyo. You are la kika.
You Colossus, you dreaming. I love you, own you.
Dorming before, Alu Yula. Oshtu Hailwa Wuku Aikwa. Ujes Yazu Zudoko was Nordekyo Utiula.
I will answer. I will be you item. Dorming killed.
Is Kumku. It is all of you equal. It's not all amusement. Alu Tiklik if the leads to Iso.
Was is you always is Hanatuku. You echoes you, and we no cool. You are the no, you do. Oh, you
Uronora.
Grayson could come around you. You are a good
Oyu. I'll bet.
I was difficult. No certain case, no quarter. Almost lost around us. I could do. Error was not Swiss. A well, a good. Error to do. No.
You do. You bet, Sanada.
Uko, I won't do. Was not Swiss. Oh, you know, you and Bill cry understand. Was you and Bill Majora. Colossus, Iwayurans, Kadu, Nukodu.
Olam.
Iwadu was Noswido, Iwayuro, Wayura Awonshki.
Ola. You do new.
Nukuradu. Itua, Euro, I would join Iris, Uevo, Icon, Denzram, Card Officer.
Alright. Remember to turn these things off. No swords. None of that. Just the horse skin should be alright. Okay. Then I ate all the forbidden fruit too, so my health and stamina is crap. So it's not no advantage really, except for higher stamina. My health is actually about pretty much the same as base. Alright. There we go. Okay. So I'm not gonna skip any of the cutscenes, although most of the cutscenes just tells you where the next Colossus is. Alright, so it's kind of a speed run in that I'm gonna try to see how fast I can go now that I know what I'm doing, or like that I actually fully remember what I'm doing, but I'm not actually gonna try to get the best time or anything like that. So don't really care if I die or anything. Hey Nina. How's it going today? So, I will say that I think I have a general idea of how to get a quick time. For instance, right here, shoot him in the leg, he'll like stop walking, so it gives you time to catch up to him. Also, because I played hard and then I went to normal and easy, I don't actually remember where all the spots are. Hey, what's going on, lads? I'll read your comments in just a moment. So, like I was saying, I'm not gonna skip any of the cutscenes, but I'm pretty sure that doesn't add to the timer anyways. Ah, you jerk. Oh yeah, alright. So he has 2 spots, one on his arm and one on his head, so that should be alright. So on normal and easy, he only has it on his head. So I turned off all the equipment. I ate a whole bunch. I ate pretty much all of the forbidden fruit in the secret garden. So my stats are pretty crap, except for my stamina. Oh, alright, well that's done. Let's see. Drop. There we go. Oh crap! Forgot to make a separate save slot too. You know what? I'm gonna do that right now. Oh, you know what? I was too late. I was too late. Oh well. Not a big deal. And pausing, I'm pretty sure doesn't add to the time either. There we go. First one done. You drink acid every time you do that. Alright, Argo can't get up here. Let's see how fast I can get away. Nope, not fast enough. So I don't know the most effective way of taking all the Colossus down, all the Colossi down. I don't know how, whatever. But I have a pretty good idea of how quick, or what's the fastest way to take them down. You know what, that reminds me. I'm surprised we actually didn't have rice crackers this year for New Year's. Well, no, because technically these seem to be. I mean, they don't seem to procreate, so I don't think they actually need a groinal area. Argo? Argo? Where are you at? Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
For the most part, I remember where they all are. I'm like, right now I'm trying to think ahead, like which one's the third one? Oh yeah, of course, the freaking annoying one. At least for the time attacks. The fourth one. Okay, alright. I think I got it. I mean, obviously you can always just use the sword, but, you know. You know, these cutscenes are always telling you you're in the right area. Just in case you somehow get lost. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say somehow get lost, because it's kind of easy to get lost. But, just in case you stumble into the wrong Colossus area. I remember the first time I fought this thing on the PS2, I thought I was supposed to like ride around and lure it and stuff like that, and there's some that you have to do that with, but not this one. Shoot it in the foot. Ah, raised it very high there. Whenever you got the time there, buddy. Wow, you're being a real jerk to me right now. Ah. There we go. Okay. Alright, so I know this one has 3 weak spots, or hard at least. So there's actually one on its side, but that's not the one you should go for first, because that one is the one that will take the most of your stamina to hang on to. So it's the one you should actually go for last. Keep climbing there, Wander. Come on. Alright. That should be it for that one. Yep. Then you run to his head. That should be it for that one. You have to hang on and stab this one. It's the last one I recommend going for. Especially right now, I have a little higher. I have higher than normal stamina. It's just my health is nothing. And second one's done. Where's the third one? Oh yeah, sure. I'm trying to plan ahead. Like, which one's the third one again? Alright. Now I'll try to see how far I can get away from these things before they get you.
cause a quarry. I'll make glad.
The first time I played this, I actually had quite a bit of trouble jumping onto this, and it was because I was making it overly complicated. Like, I think I was trying to jump from that edge there. You just, jump the opposite way. Luckily there's water underneath you so you don't, like, die from fall damage. And there's a trophy related to fighting this one too. It's to climb on it without it breaking the wrist. It's a little tricky to do it, and I'm not gonna try to right now. It's not too hard though, it's just a little tricky. I blame the trickiness though partially on the gameplay mechanics. I think I can run for now, before he does the little attack thing. This one has an interesting timing in that if you run a little too early or a little too late, he'll do his short range sword attack, which wastes time. Oh, I guess I was too early because that he didn't hit the thing. Oh well. maybe I can do the nope. I was gonna try to do the wrist guard thing, but I failed instead. I thought it was good. Well, maybe we can get it now. It's backed up a bit. I haven't had that happen. There we go. And I think the first time I fought him. No, that's right. Yeah. It took me a while before I thought about having him hit the center thing. No, stop! What the heck? Oh, you jerk! Well, that was pretty douchey. It's like they jerked me the sword while I was running on it before I even pulled it. And this is why time attacks against this guy sucks, because the crap like that. And then once you get on them, because the time is so strict, especially on hard, that you really don't, you can't fall, basically. Oh, come on. Climb over, please. There we go. I need to charge that one up. And then, you know, some of the troubles you having, like, Wander just trip about for no random reason when he's not even moving. Like that. Usually when that happens, you just gotta move a bit because it has something to do with, like, the game's textures or something. There we go. Alright. I should go there. Okay. There we go. Stomach. There he does it again. Let's just move a bit. And sometimes he just holds on just perfectly fine. Yeah, I know. Should be enough. Just get my stamina a bit. Then we're gonna jump on his arm. This one's also only for the hard mode. Right there. There we go. You want to grab onto the fur part, because if you don't grab onto the fur part, it's really hard. It's pretty hard to get onto it if you grab onto one of the stone parts. And done. You see Wander just like fall off onto the ground. Ah, come on. just jumped. By the way, hello everyone who's lurking also in chat. I don't know if that's just people I know or people who just wander in. But, you know, enjoy your time. It's kind of a speed run I'm doing, but not really. I'm not skipping cutscenes. They don't count towards the time from what I can tell. I already have the speed run trophy from my first run of the game. But I'm just trying again to see what time I can get. Yeah, Nina's totally new. So new that I know her name is Nina, or at least that she's referred to as Nina. You know, usually when I play, Agro's normally right next to me when I wake up. Well, not when I wake up, but when you get back control of Wander. I'm pretty sure the fourth one's through there. Yeah. This is one of those games where I kind of wish they had a time, maybe like a HUD or something with the timer, because I'm curious now what my time is. But the speedrun trophy is like super lenient for, you know, anyone who wants to even try it. 5 hours and 41 minutes is it's pretty easy. And I think I'm pretty sure the world record for this is like something like an hour and a half. So, which is why I don't really care to try to get like a super fast speed run or anything like that. I'm just trying to see how fast I can do it now that I know or clearly remember what to do. I should say, my first run I did actually remember based on the PS2 version I played like over 10 years ago. But this time it's like a fresh playthrough, whereas I already did all the Colossus, and I'm doing them again. Whereas my first playthrough I was kind of remembering. I know this one they give you a hint on what to do based on the ruins here, but I think I kind of figured out by mistake because I was for a while trying to figure out how the heck to climb on this thing. So I know you had to use the tunnels to get his attention and all that. But even when I distracted him and ran behind him, I couldn't figure out how to climb on him. And it was just by complete accident that he like sits down. I should also say that from what I can tell, they act just a little bit differently between normal and hard, in that they eat up a lot more of your time when you play on normal and easy, I should say. On hard, they actually seem to react just fine. Well, I guess we'll see right here. It's normally on, when I play on hard, he's like ready to. Yeah, nope, I guess not. This is what normally happens on when I play normal and easy. Just gotta wait. So when I did my first playthrough on hard, by the time I got out of here, he was pretty much already attacking that area and ready to sit down. Yeah, because the first time I played this on PS2, I just got out one of those tunnels, and then he was just sitting down, and I was just like, oh, is that how that works? Oh. Thought I was high enough to run on him, I guess not. There we go. That, and then there's 2 spots on his side. This is only on hard. Pretty sure it's only on hard. I don't think it shows up on normal or easy, these 2 spots. These 2 sigils. Last spot, so I said. I was really surprised when I first played this game how freaking huge everything was. Get up, please. Wow, what the heck, man. There. I'm pretty sure if this was time attack, I'd probably seen the time already. Alright, 4 down. And the next one's one of my favorites. I like all the air ones. Because the 13th is my top favorite. Makes you wonder how long you've been laying there when like aggro's back. aggro. I'm trying to think which one the sixth one is. Oh yeah, okay. Nina should like the sixth one. No, I say that actually jokingly. Because he has a beard. Oh yeah, you should have had some of that acid ready for you, lads, for when I did the third one. So I fell off like twice, at least from his sword. I wasn't paying attention for that one, but normally if you have him running right there and jumping off into the water, like Wander almost makes like a full flip, which looks kind of funny. You only saw part of that because I jumped off a little late. I also noticed this one, he flaps his wings more when you're on him, on normal and easy. And I feel that way only because after I did the game on hard, which is my first run, when I played it again on normal and easy, I had a harder time staying on his wings because he kept flapping it. Hey, how's it going, Nero? How you doing today? Hey, Genry. Thanks for the bits. That was the bits, right? I'm actually surprised you showed up. Sorry to hear about your car troubles yesterday. Get on, man. Oh, thanks, dude. Thanks a lot, Nero. Yeah, it has been it hasn't been a too long while since I streamed. Just wasn't anything significant when I last streamed. But thanks a lot. There we go. So this one, before you actually kill his wings, you better make sure you have enough stamina. Of course, I do. So. I think actually it's a good idea to drop down just to shortcut things, but I'm a little afraid I might just fall off completely, so I'm not gonna. Alright, just in time. Last part, this part. At least, you know, once he stops moving. Nope. Almost tricked me there. He's about ready to get off his wing. Like this one was the first one that really wowed me. Because I did not expect to like fight a Colossus in the freaking air. Done. Alright, let's see it. Thanks for the more bits, Nero. Well, yeah, I mean, I know it wasn't your car, but it still sucks for all that car trouble. I don't mind the recording thing. I mean, it's been delayed a few times. No big deal. I think we can still do it today. You don't actually need to watch the ads. No one actually. I don't think anyone actually watches them. Yeah. My friend let me borrow her laptop, so I think I need to get that up and running. It's been a while since I've done these ad things. I'm so behind. So I had a total of almost 200,000 bits. I just do the night trick. I don't know if that still works. I feel like it would. It's like a penny a bit almost, at least when you donate it. So like 500 bits is $5. So I think Nero donated to me, is it $20 today? Am I on again? Oh yeah, the sixth one. The sixth one, no, okay, I remember. I donated 5,000 bits to Cyrus, Casey, and Orbital. So that was $150 worth of bits. being completely honest right here, I don't really know my way through this forest. It's just, I just kinda vaguely follow a path, and usually gets me close enough. And I sometimes end up a little off, but I still find my way through, like, after I get out of it at least. So this, I think this isn't the fastest way to get through that, at least towards this Colossus, but you know, whatever.
Yeah.
The 13th one is over there. Too bad I'm not fighting it now. Yeah. See the giant rock. It's over here. I just did that like a badass. Oh yeah, I don't have the parachute to shortcut my way down there. Well, you don't have affiliate partnership, do you, Laz? Otherwise I would have saved bits. I was actually building bits for everyone I knew that had a partnership or an affiliation. Oops. Oh. There we go. That should be good enough. Minecraft guide. Should donate all that to Laud or Poncho. Well, you get multiple guides, so both. How's everyone doing today? I think I had a stream going on for like a good 20 minutes before anyone showed up. There you go. That's Nina's beard. The beard she likes right there. I made it sound like she had a beard. My jumping timing was off. Sometimes he breaks through the walls really fast. Sometimes he doesn't. It's kind of weird. It messes with me. So that's why he's like right behind me right there. How's it going, Cyrus? But alright. I normally go for his hand first. His hand's only for hard. You don't have to attack his hands on normal. I really like when the music changes. That was one of the things I noticed when I played the PS2 version, was how the music changes when you get on, like, or when you figured out the puzzle of the Colossus. Alright, so his hand's done. I'm in here, man. Alright. The last one is back. I think on the side. Very sure. Yeah. Almost screwed that up. Ah. Jerk. Just about to stab you. And again. There we go. Which day is this? I assume it's Mankind Divided. Alright, 6 done. 10 more to go. What you eat today, Nero? What everyone eat today? I always gotta specify Nero because he always eats like everything. It's like, what you eat today, Nero? Ate my kitchen and the living room. Just cause. House shopping for the new, what's it? New house? Is that right? Seventh one. Okay, that's right. Oh. It's another one that I like doing and I also don't like doing at the same time. Okay, I was trying to remember how to get to them. I remember now. You're the other way this time, right? I hear you. There you are. There's a few ways to get through it, and I'm probably gonna go just a slightly longer way, I think, but more straightforward. Just because I don't want to weave through that valley. That's probably the least I've ever seen you say you've eaten. You seem like you might be hungry today. Because you didn't eat enough. And didn't you go furniture shopping yesterday last? Did you guys get anything? Oh, that sucks. Nice. I thought you guys were like shopping for a couch or something. That's cool. Twin eyes for the kids? So like I said, this isn't the fastest way to get to it, but it's the most straightforward way. Don't need to run into all the food like that, the whole mountain valley. I mean, I will have to do it for another Colossus, but whatever. The 14th one, so the one that I didn't remember at all. I actually think I could have written them in here, but it's all good. Oh, okay. Nice. But yeah, Nero, didn't you also say you were like shopping for a new home or something like that? Or was that, did you like get a new home? That's the part I don't remember. Now, I don't like getting this one's attention. That's one of the things I don't like about it. Another thing is, I find it hard to grab onto sometimes because he's underwater. Or it's underwater. So I can't always tell if I'm like right above it to grab onto it. I also find it funny that I'm actually like trying to do hand gestures like you can see me but you can't. I don't know. Maybe it was someone else. Or was that you who said that you were planning to eventually get a new home or something like that? I don't know. I made something about a joke about how you're gonna spend like $1 million or not a million, but like a few million to get a new home or something. You swam that way. Yeah, I don't like getting this one's attention, especially because she moves so slowly in water. I'm right here. I'm right here. See me. See me. Ah, still don't see me. Freaking jerk. Yeah, I really hate getting this thing's attention. Come on. Right here. I'm now right. Like, just pass by me. I'm right here, dude. There you go. Jesus. Don't want to get too close to it because of the electrifying horns. Might hurt you when it gets above water. Then hopefully good enough. Now, there we go. I'm at his tail though, which is pretty far. Which means I'm gonna have to grab onto him at least twice. I mean, you will anyways, but I mean at least 3 times probably. Because that's so far away. So far away from this first one. What are you tripping on? Oh god. Oh, I'm actually... This is the first. I'm like walking on his bone. Oh god. And I lost some ground. Terrible. So I like the concept of the Colossus, but it's such a pain to like get his attention and then run on him. Or at least try to grab onto him the first time. Alright. Should be quick enough to get this. There we go. So I'm probably gonna get like one stab on his actual sigil. Sweet. Just in time for that one. I'm gonna need at least 2 goes for this one. Oh, I was too close to that one. Alright. Sigil time. Oh. Maybe I might be able to get it one go. Alright. Ah, dang it, why did you do that, Wander? You jerk. There we go, ha! I actually got it in one go. Surprise. Yeah, I thought that was you. Could have been someone else, but I was talking about how, yeah, $1 million is not even enough to get a house here in the Bay Area. Like I think for a decently cheap house to buy in the Bay Area or in my city, San Jose, is like 1.3 million. That's like a cheap house, or not like cheap, but affordable. In this area, I think a normal house is probably 1.5, 1.8. Number 8. Oh, right. The other one. $1 million is too cheap for Nero. Nero would get like a $7 million house. Was that the whole thing we were talking about with Hawaii, right? That really wasn't you, huh? I do not have to dosh. We rent. Even I pay rent. Oh, what's up, Cyrus? Out of lurk mode. We're now heading towards number 8. Number 8 is... Oh yeah, do that. Ahead. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, that was you we were talking about. I think I was just misremembering about buying a house versus all that, because yeah, you're gonna get a house in Hawaii, but it had the insect or issue. That's what it was. Squatters. hostile squatters. Just go in there with a shotgun. That's why you need to know Gnome. He'd help you out with that one. I mean, you could have watched the speed running. I was giving tips on how to do some of these. I think. No, I don't think I'm there yet. I always get confused with that rock formation. I think this is right before. Yeah, no, I totally just went around it.
Yeah!
Where's it?
Yeah! Yeah!
Which rock formation was it? Hold on. Oh, it's
Yeah!
that one. In here? Yeah, in here.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Yeah, you get to know Gnome, and
Yeah!
he'll bring his rifle.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
Oh, damn it. Alright, number 8. And that means they have to climb a structure. Alright. So this one is kind of, I mean, at least in terms of my experience with speed, trying to finish it quick, it's a high risk, high reward type of way of doing it, instead of the normal way. You can probably do it the normal way and be quick too, but I do it the insane way, really. Well, like I said, this is fairly easy to speedrun given the time they give you. But I think the world record holder, again, is like, dang it, he's right under. It's like 1.5 hours or something like that. Something ridiculous. I'll get him. Oh, I can. Alright. And then he usually climbs here. But he'll generally turn, so you want to shoot him in the face when he gets here. Sometimes so off. And he didn't show up at all. There we go. Ah, I missed him. Alright, well that's screwed up. So it's gonna be a little harder now. Because it's gonna be ready to shoot me in the face. And that pillar just blocked me, I might die. That camera angle there just screwed me over. Well, there goes finishing this one fast. At least I'm not doing the time attack though. Okay. Get back up here. I'm still here. one more. There we go. Now, if I equipped the parachute, this would be a lot easier to do, but I'm not. I de-equipped it. I de-equipped all the things, just going through the vanilla equipment. High risk, high reward. There we go. The fastest way to get down to him. Before he like turns over and hurts me. It's usually how I end up, how half the times I end up getting killed doing the time attacks is he turns around and continuously does damage to me because the game is registering his body hitting me multiple times. Yeah, you can New Game Plus hard to do like super fast. Like if I had turned on I can turn on the equipment anytime I want to make this even faster. I'm just doing it vanilla. Or not even vanilla because my stamina is higher than normal. But my health was like base. Because I ate all that forbidden fruit. My stamina's like I can load a different save that has super ridiculous high health and stamina. Or it's max, so it's pretty high. In your face. And like I said, I don't know what the fastest way of doing it any of these are. I'm just doing it whatever ways I figured out. Oh, darn it. Come on. Oh, I just screwed that up. Okay. There we go. That should be enough for that one. Ah. Let's get away right now. I wasn't doing it fast enough to get him down anyways. Or at least completely kill him in 2 tries. You could, but you also run the risk of like dying. Because again, he does continuous damage to you if you're under him while he's turning around. Sometimes at least. If you're lucky, he might knock you away and you might be scot-free to run back up. But it's still enough to get this hard trophy thing. And it should give you a decent idea on how to do the time attacks, at least. Normally, having to do it 3 times for the time attacks for this one is kind of really cutting it close. Still doable, but it's cutting it close. And honestly, if I would have already failed because I had missed him on the first time he went up here, and I missed him again because I didn't really get to see his head. I already have the dormant sword, Cyrus. I have the dormant sword. Alright, gotta shoot him again. Honestly, it's probably high enough that I can actually take him down here. Oh crap! Nope. There's your head. Of course you're gonna do that. See, it's barely covering. There we go. Jesus. And we are done. Yeah, that's what you should do. New Game Plus item carries over too. So you can definitely do the hard speed run on a New Game Plus. I don't think it's at all necessary because 5 hours and 41 minutes is nothing. It is, I mean, not nothing, but it's plenty of time. It's a lot of time. Like I'd say, if you watch me do these ones and then just do them yourself, like if you remember even half of what I'm doing, it's enough time for you to do the speed run. Yeah, 4 down in 1 hour was about pretty much what I got. And I think I got 10 down at 2 hours and 45 minutes. And I ended up beating the game at 5 hours and 2 minutes. So yeah. And I was going based off of memory from the PS2 version, and I didn't remember the 12th and the 14th Colossus at all. I had no memory of them. And I died and messed up quite a bit. And I still had 5 hours and 2 minutes. So it's really easy. And like I say, if you watch me do some of these ones, pretty much the quickest way I figured them out, and you remember even half of them, you'll be fine. The hardest thing you'll probably do is the time attacks. And the third one, in my opinion, is by far the hardest.
Who it is? You are under the fear. I will read the call and seize
9-1.
you must
Which was the 9th one? I'm blanking right now. Which one's the 9th one? Oh, right. Okay, I remember now. The geyser.
Yeah! 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 Yeah!
And again, cutscenes and pausing doesn't count towards your timer. So, I think mostly the right way. This part of the area has like random bridges that suddenly prevent you from going. At least from aggro from going.
Yeah!
Kinda. That should be the last bridge. Yeah. Alright, there's the bridge.
Yeah.
Get the bowl ready. This is the cave. Almost ran past it. The cave, is it? Yeah, okay. I remember this one has an extra point on hard. This one shoots you, so gotta run. Let's see, best I get him to. I think this guy's are here. Go further than this. Over here, bud. Wherever you are. There you are. And when you get like blasted and stuff like that, it's better. It's good to jump because if you're on the ground, I mean, it still hits you, but when you're on the ground, you get like the whole getting blasted and getting up animation, which takes up a lot of time. I think I may have taken him too far. No, yeah, I think I took him too far. The guy's just right here. Uh-oh. Just turn around a little bit, good sir. So that's not good for time attack. But, again, I already did the time attack, so it's not a big deal. Get over here. Get over here. I am this way. Closer. Dude, why are you taking your time? Like, you're not even facing me, dude. Oh, right. Yep, see? That's a common problem with this freaking one. Gets on it just in time for it to go off. Should still get it though, right about now. Come on. There we go. Which way you're gonna fall? This way. Alright. I think that music change is so satisfying. It's like, it's like the music that makes you go, you figured it out, good job. Okay, so the shortcut way of doing this is you can actually jump right here and get to the center of his back as he's turning over, but I'm not going to do that because it's because of stuff like that happens, which is ridiculous. It normally doesn't happen, but it happens sometimes. Stupid. Alright, well, again, if I was doing a time attack, this is already a complete fail. Turn around. That close enough? There it is. And if you shot the same legs before, then it'll just automatically fall over, and I think I did. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that works too. So something like that usually happens if you try to jump over. So that's like the shortcut way of it. I think this one may only have something on his head. Ah, come on. And all of these Colossus, sometimes if you get like a sweet spot on where you're on, then you can just time these stabs in between and pretty much bypass any shaking animation stuff. I mean, it's gonna be some, but you can constantly just keep going. And if you're on a really bad one or a really bad spot, sometimes every time you try to charge up your stab, like Wander will move anyways, because it'll like randomly be slipping or something. There we go. Alright, which one's number 10? I should know which one number 10 is. Hey Casey. Yes, totally fit. Total sci-fi game. is 10. I cannot remember right now. Oh, right, this one. This one I don't like doing. It's technically not hard, but the space they give you has what you need to do, considering has too many obstacles. And it's part of the challenge, I'm sure. I mean, you know, intentional, but it's annoying. Aggro. I was pretty sure his or her name was Argo for the longest time, but apparently it's Aggro. I'm sure Casey would agree with that name, Aggro. Okay, sand dunes this way. He's not too bad with me. They're just every now and then it can be a little like random. Like suddenly he'll just make a complete wide turn for no reason. Even though like you're out in the open field or something. He sometimes gets in the way for bosses. Or Colossus. Well, I don't even know why I call them bosses, they're all bosses. For the Colossus fight, sometimes he'll get in the way. It's kind of rare though. Let's see. I actually didn't expect a straight line like that, but alright. Well, PS3 actually was the one that people complained about with control. So maybe that's the... Maybe he's fine for you for the remake too, when you eventually pick it up. When it's like, you know, $15 or something, I'm sure. Or I assume you'll eventually pick it up, I don't know. Yeah, for the most part he controls just like the original PS2, so you shouldn't have a problem with him on this one. The PS3 one, I know I believe they remastered the wrong version or something. I know the controls were not as good in the PS3 version. I stopped like I think on the 5th Colossus in the PS3 version. I know I didn't play it all the way. And I'm pretty much here. Slowly. It's not full speed. Okay. I hate doing this one only because there's so many obstacles around. It's not actually too difficult at all. He only has 2 weak points. You just take away some of the obstacles. Like a few is bad, would have been fine, but it has too many. And this would be the one where aggro would be a little bit tricky to control, especially because you're gonna be shooting from behind for the most part. Too close to the wall. Oh. Get it. Alright. Go again. There we go. Got it. Circle around. Oh, darn it. Almost way too close to the wall. Alright, phase one done. Just gotta do that thing again. Get him? There, got him. Yep, got him. And this one's pretty much done. Oh, and thanks for the bits, Casey. I actually didn't even see that. One more. Alright. Thanks for more bits. And the 11 is... oh yeah, that dude. Ah. What is this? Black raspberry. Alright, 6 more to go. How's it going, Casey? So how's Overwatch? Still playing? And this one, I know it took a while for me to figure out completely. even when I went back to playing this version, I didn't remember how to do it for a while. This one, I don't think I ever need to equip the arrow. This one is gonna suck to do with low health. Now that I have low health again. Well, maybe. It depends on if I screw up. But it's easy to screw up. Because you have such a long knockdown time that if you get hit once, he can pretty much kill you because you don't get up quick enough. Then he charges up, you get up, and then he rams you again. What is everyone up to? I know y'all aren't watching me, so. Alright, have fun, Nero. Thanks again for stopping by and for the bits, man. Have fun shopping. The kids' beds right now? Probably not. Just for a bit. So once you get the parachute, there's such a nice shortcut way of getting to this one. Getting kinda hungry. I wonder if I should start this one with the, well, not started, but yeah, kind of started with the jumping stab. That's the one trophy I actually completely forgot about doing. So once I got the last gold trophy, I'm like, oh, what's that last one? Oh, jumping stab. I forgot that's a thing. So I haven't really done too much of the jumping stabs. I might do it for this one. Oh, I almost skipped it. So here's the Colossus that isn't very colossal inside of it. It's the annoying part. Nope. Ah, darn it. That's the annoying part. Get up, get up. Ah, now I can't see. Freaking camera. Ah, I cannot see. Jesus Christ. Alright, and then I go to this one, because it's a little quicker to get him after you get this fire torch from this one. Here we go. He is scared of fire. This is watching Nina back away from you. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Nope, I didn't get the jumping stab. It's a little hard to get a grip on him with this one, because he moves a lot. So you're not gonna get it's really hard to get a full charge stab on him with this. So I don't really go for a full charge. Oh, what the? I guess that one wasn't as hard to charge as that would be. There we go. And we're done. That actually might have been the fastest I took him down. Well, no, that's not true. I took him down really easily with the Queen's Blade and on easy. That might have been the fastest on hard that I've ever taken him down. Number 12. Now 12 is one that I had no memory of at all when I played this again. At least between the PS2 and this version, I didn't remember 12 at all. And I don't know the Colossus is the Colossus name like a lot of fans do. I think I just know that the last one's called Malice. I hate when that happens. My long-term memory is really good, but my short-term's terrible. I'm always thinking like, which one's this one again? That was an example of aggro moving just a little bit off from what I was doing, or when I was controlling. Okay. That must be new because I don't think he did have scars in his game or on his face.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, because I had zero memory of this one, I was just trying to figure out, like, how do I get through this boulder? I think I was, like, standing there for a good 2 minutes before I just realized, oh yeah, you can climb on this thing on the side. I should mention that this actually, so this is one example of bosses behaving differently between going into it from the main game and doing the time attack. Now explain. I mentioned it before with the fourth Colossus, I think, but this one is actually a really good example of that. I'll explain why in a moment. Saw these tweets from Cheap Ass Gamer. So this one only has one sigil. Okay. So the difference here, right away, is that notice how he turned towards me right away. When you do time attacks, he doesn't at all focus on you. He just turns around, and it's really easy to gun his back because of it. With this one, because he kind of pretty much always knows where you are, it's a little harder to get on his back. So I got on his back fairly quickly, but normally it can take a while because he keeps turning towards you while you're swimming towards his back. Alright, then get to his head, which he's gonna dip into the water first. Then what you gotta do is you gotta hit these teeth to get to one of those columns or those structures, and he'll turn and go towards wherever the teeth is positioned. Go back, please. Go forward. Wow, that was weird. Jump on, please. Ooh, almost fell off. You hide behind this thing. You may need to get his attention. There we go. So another difference too is normally in this regular story one, he'll get on the column like this fairly fast, but on the time attack, he'll start turning away. There's the sigil. So climb towards it where you can do the most damage first, because once you start actually attacking it, you only get like 3 before he's back down. Ooh, I might get a 4th. Well, that's the first. Well, that's not first. I would say that's the second, but still, it's not often that happens. And he actually knocked down the pillar already. Normally he doesn't knock down one until you get him at least 2 times, but it's basically based on how much health you take down from him. So I took down a good chunk of his health on 1 try, and that's why he already took down that pillar. He's in the water. He almost hit me there. Yeah, normally I only get like 3 stabs before he gets back down. So that should actually make this a lot faster. Well, I mean, I think Lordy is the one who described it. No, it's not Lordy. I think it was Azure. Was it Azure? Described it best when he said that it's basically a puzzle gauntlet, in the fact that the game is mainly just puzzles in the form of fighting giant monsters or yeah, and it really is. I mean, you have a whole game to kind of figure these things out. It's a little too risky for me. I really hate trying to climb back on this thing. There we go. Back you back. I'm still here, so get up. Get up on. I noticed that this does help though, where if you kind of peek out a bit, still climb on top, because he knows you're still there. Alright, and this should be like 2 stabs. Oh, 1. Okay, well, 1 stab. Alright, and number 12 down. We're now going to move on to my favorite one. And then we get to see more scenes than just the regular stuff. So we're 3/4 through already. I wonder what my time is right now. I know I've been streaming for about 2 hours, I think, but it doesn't include cutscenes and stuff, so. So I'm gonna try something slightly different with the 13th one, based on how his mechanics work. I haven't successfully tried it on my playthroughs yet, so I don't know how well it'll work in theory. In theory it should work, but we'll see. That shot's mine? Yes, it is. Okay. It's not my favorite by design, but by mechanics, it's my favorite. Playing, I think it's the most fun one. That one. There we go. Switch to sword. Yeah, I love playing this one. Even when I mess up, I'm not too mad. Especially when I first figured this out, when you're like running alongside, it's like, oh, I gotta run alongside and jump on it. Oh, this is cool. It seems so epic. Oops. Jump off to the side there. So technically, you should be able to. You might be able to finish this in 2 jumps on him. He has 3 of these spots, and after you do enough damage, stuff they close. Hey, stop it! You attack one more time. All right, there we go. That one should be done. So immediately start heading to the second one, and he'll start turning. So you gotta grab on him. run a little bit, grab. It's so freaking cool. Alright. So after you do a little bit of damage on the next one, technically it starts to close already. It just doesn't close right away, so you can actually get some stabs in. And there you go, there it goes. So theoretically I haven't tried this yet, but what I'm going to do is when I jump on him the second time, I'm going to go straight for his last point, and then from his last point go back to his middle point, because it starts closing after you take one down. So it doesn't go any faster if you take the second one down early. You should still have the same amount of time after you take it down onto the next one. So the last one will still close early anyways. So what I'm going to try to do is attack the last point, and then go for a center point where I did some damage already. So theoretically that should work. I tried the other way, and then I realized that that didn't make sense. I tried the other way, and that I went straight for the second point that I did damage on already, and then but I got the same amount of stabs in as the third one. So and I realized, oh well, that will only make sense for that to happen. One. There we go. I think that's number 3 actually. Or no, is that number 2? That is number 2. That's number 3. Did I get it? Nope, I didn't get it. Yeah, got it that time. Alright. Here we go again. I was going from this side. I don't know what it is, but jumping in from the other side kind of throws me off. Oh! I almost thought I wasn't gonna make it. Okay, so we can go for his third point. Go straight for his third point. So I don't know how well it's gonna work because technically you're kind of fighting resistance. You might be fighting resistance when I go back to the second point. So I might not even make it in time anyways. Like I said, this is all theoretical. I don't know how well it will work. Yeah, okay. So, onto his second point. Start running or turning and all that. So, I only need one stab on his second point, it looks like. Let's just see if I can even make it in time. Oh, no, I can't make it in time. Ah, well, there we go. So that didn't work out. So I still gotta get him on the third time. Of course, if you were using like the Queen Sword and all that, you can actually get him on one try. turn around a bit. No damage. I missed it. Darn. Oh my gosh. I'm climbing on this side. There we go. Kind of fighting with the camera angle. And technically you can wait for his wings to just get back up, but I hate running on his wings sometimes. Dude. Like that. Because it's angled, so sometimes it's a little off. Ooh, that was close. Done. Belt flop. Exactly, Nina. Belt flop. No. Alright, and then number 14, another one that I completely didn't remember. Okay, I remember where that one is. Okay. No. Why you do this to me, aggro? Ah. Alright, there we go. It's a once in a while annoyances. So not that one, because that leads to a different boss. That led to the third one. Right. It should be the one that has a shrine next to it. There we go. And this is the reason why I didn't want to take this path towards the 7th one. Because he still, I mean, he for good reason, he slows down automatically when you go through these like really tiny paths. And then, you know, they have like branching paths too. I think that's okay. Yeah. Very nice. 7 and 137 is pretty good. Still on track for that trophy. Oh, that sucks. Having laptop issues already? Isn't that laptop only like 2 years old? If that? Not even 2 years, I don't think. 1.5 maybe? But welcome back anyways. remember going into this one thinking I don't remember anything about it. Well, to be fair, I've had problems with Asus too. My laptop right now is an Asus, or the one that I was using before it messed up. But yeah, Asus is better in general. I heard good things about that HP laptop though that you got. And this one can, the Colossus can actually get stuck here and there. Like, he doesn't actually get stuck, but he'll just stare at you and do nothing even when you try to like aggro him. So usually the best thing to do is just keep shooting him. Consistently aggro. Because if you let him walk around too much, that's when he can kind of get stuck doing this like stuck in this specific animation. And it's happened in time attacks too, and it kind of sucks when it happens in time attack because you know, you have to do this whole setup with him chasing you and taking down these columns. HP laptop. No, I mean HP Lovecraft. Casey's laptop was the HP Necronomicon. HP should do a laptop called the Necronomicon. I would totally get one. Or like the HP Lovecraft. Although I'm pretty sure they can't do that. They probably can't even do the Necronomicon, but still it'd be cool. Crash. No? Did I hit it? There we go. So looking good, because normally if he did get stuck in an animation, it'd be right around here. Or they can make a laptop called the HP MP. Over here, buddy. There you go. There we go. Oops. Camera, stop it. You gotta move the camera because sometimes instead of letting you jump up, it makes you jump to the side just because of the camera angle. took me a while to notice this actually goes just right straight back to where you came from. The heck, man? I just shot you with the arrow. See if I can start this one off with just jumping stab. I probably can't. Oh, I'm already down here. Huh, okay. That's cool too. Whatever you want, game. Whatever you want. Wow, okay. Sure, why not? How did he... Okay, that's cool. Fine. Guess I'll do this now. Wow, game, get me up here. So this is one of those ones where sometimes you can get like a decent rhythm going without having to make him do that whole thing again. But sometimes not. Sometimes you just, you know, you're just kind of stuck in a struggling animation. Like I am right now, so screw it. Go ahead. Ah, darn it, almost happened again. Nope. I think, yeah, let's just get off. Okay. Like the first time I beat him, I think I was on him the whole time. I didn't have to jump off at all. Alright, 2 more to go. 2 more to go. I don't know if Laz is still here, but thinking about it, New Game Plus won't help you too much, honestly, with the speedrun trophy. The reason why is because having more health and more stamina doesn't help that much. I mean, more stamina, more than health. And then if you were hoping to get like the Queen's Sword for one, so that you can use in New Game Plus, time attacks are harder to do than Speedrun Trophy. So And then I'm not looking forward to doing this one again in hard, but we'll see how well, if I do it well at all.
Abro! Abro! Yeah! Yeah!
I'm getting sleepy. I remember this one took a while for me to figure out too, and I think I may have figured it out by accident. At least the first part of it on platforming, at least. And I think you'll see why in a moment. At least Nina will. I think everyone else kind of knows, maybe, or at least partially remembers. And then I'm gonna take a few shots, or as many shots as I can, on his chest sigil, because I hate that one. That's the one that kept screwing me over. You can also do some damage with your arrows to it. I'm missing a lot. I only got one shot so far. And that's the part that I kind of figured out by accident. And he steps on those, so you can get a lift up. Oh, bad shot. Oh my gosh, bad shot. There we go. So yeah, just taking as many shots as I can to the chest. So I don't have to put as much effort into it when I actually have to stab it. Yeah, stand there while I do this. It's cool. That actually helps. There we go. See all the arrows on him. I shot a lot of arrows on him. Alright. There we go. Ah, got it. Okay, now onto this chest. Alright, let me recover some stamina. When I do that. Oh, darn it. Of course, you don't let me do much of that either. You jerk. Oh, darn it. Oh well, I guess I'm going straight for his chest then. So I pretty much just fell to it. So I didn't have trouble this time, thankfully. But sometimes he can easily shake me off when I'm like standing on his shoulder. That should be it for his chest. Yep. Alright. So that looked effortless to you guys, but trust me, I had a ton of trouble with that one. Like running out of stamina or like falling off his shoulder when you try to, when he would shake a bit when I was on it, you know, resting for stamina, and see how often he freaking shakes. So I ran out of stamina like fairly quickly when I tried to climb him before. Right, so let's see here. Oh, whew, that was close. Why are you telling me that? I obviously already did. I just did that. Alright, so let's see. Oh, nope. Darn it. I was trying to shortcut that, but there goes that hope. Once again, him shaking and screwing me over. Jerk. Why are you turning? I'm standing in one spot, dude. There we go. Okay. So hopefully get us hands with no problem. Don't get onto his wrist, please. Nope. Why? Just again. That just doesn't make any sense. I didn't even push up. He just automatically moved to his wrist. One of the issues with this one. It's kind of dumb, but yeah, it happens. Alright. So we're good now. There we go, and it's done. Alright, one more Colossus left, guys. I wish it's never granted. Good, because I kind of need to pee.
You will rule the concrete. This kind. You are a quick order. I have nicely would.
Last one.
Abro! Abro!
So you see, I don't know if you can see his complexion. Well, the best way, I guess, is to use photo mode. It's not as obvious as the PS2 version. Especially with his face. The rest of his body, you can see it. Ah, right, there's a ridge.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's almost a straight shot. Ugh,
Yeah.
dang these ridges.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
I know you can hop some of these ridges, Argo.
Yeah.
Aggro.
Yeah.
I used to call him Argo.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Ah, stop, stop.
Yeah.
Why are you running circles around it? Freaking you dang horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? That's what you should have done earlier.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
skip the steps,
Yeah.
man. Woman. I don't know what gender aggro actually is. But you do need aggro here. It is a requirement. Because if you try to jump this ledge,
Yeah.
you won't grab
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Because it's part of the story. Poor aggro. No doubt that's Casey's favorite scene. Totally caught it. That scene always makes me sad. I was holding up and he jumped to the side. That's cool. Once again, one of those odd things. Alright. Let's see how smoothly this can go, if at all. It can go terribly wrong too, but let's see. Maybe I should save. 15 defeated. Alright. Here he is, the last one. This is the part where it can easily mess up. For multiple reasons that I find kind of BS. First of all, this part, for the fact that he knows where you are does not help. But he can shoot a blast right here that can just screw you up completely. Like, it didn't happen there, but yeah. And there we go. That's another one that can mess you up. Sometimes his timing is just a little different too, and that's one of the examples of that happening. That one, he shot the blasts in between a little bit quicker than normal. He does that every now and then, but yeah, there's really no way of telling. There we go. And even right there, if you jump into this hole, it can actually blast you right in between that and just screw you over. And depending on how you roll, if he blasts you in between that one part where he actually got me, depending on how you roll, you can actually grab onto the ledge and still climb back up. But the way I rolled, it wasn't possible. Alright. So this part becomes tricky due to camera issues. So this first jump isn't too bad. climb up towards the center of his wrist there, because you're gonna need to run on top of it. If you're not fast enough, you get stuck in the sort of stop it. It's so weird where you grab onto, sometimes wonder. This is the jump that really kind of messes me up sometimes. Because, yeah, see, I saw that fact that he was kind of stuck there for a moment. See, and he jumped in a he didn't jump backwards into the hand like he should have. And that's where the problem begins. So I just kind of stab it again. Actually didn't know that works. That you can just stab it multiple times to keep his hand there. I've never even tried that. Oh, and this part is tricky because you don't see any weakness part that you can stab that I can even tell. You're actually supposed to stab him right here in the back of his hand. Right, and then you shoot his weakness in the shoulder, switch back to the sword, put him on. Go low here. Jump on, regain some stamina. It's definitely gonna need it. So he only has one spot at least. Shakes a bit, then he kind of leans back. Shakes a little more. So decent enough stamina that I should regain some while I climb on his head. And his spot is so narrow that when he shakes you around, sometimes you're off of his sweet spot. And then Wander might get stuck in like a struggling animation, which is annoying. But sometimes it can be like really nice like this so far. And this happens for almost all of the Colossus bosses, in that you can find this one spot that's just really nice, and they just can't get you off. And that's it. We're pretty much done. Game done! Yay! Alright. Ah. This falls in the air. I've never seen that. That's new. Alright. I think I have some time. I'll be right back. I used the bathroom. Plenty of time. The game hasn't fully ended yet, but it's pretty much there. Now really I'm just waiting to see what kind of time I got. And I guess they could kinda should be able to tell me whether cutscenes counted. Although I'm pretty sure cutscenes don't count. Yes, Nina. Arrow to the knee. It started here before Skyrim. That guard, the guard was pretty damn savage when he was younger. And this is why he retired. He's so slow. For someone that's supposed to be some kind of ultimate evil or something, he's so slow. He gets shot like a million times before he does anything. I guess that's possible. That makes sense. Turn around faster. Come on. And he doesn't. There we go. He moves. This is the furthest I've probably moved him. Because he's, yeah. Move up a more. Move. This is by far the most I've ever moved him. Because he just would not move before. I think the first time I played through the game, I couldn't even get him to turn around for the longest time. Makes you wonder why I didn't do this the first time. For a wonder. I know a lot of people like try to get as far as possible, but it just does not get you far enough. At one point, I know I tried to see if I can at least get to the altar so that I can get a picture in photo mode, but it won't get you past these like pillars. So those pillars up there, you automatically hit a wall. It doesn't help that he trips even when you're going towards it. Jump in, yay! Alright, and the game's over. Aggro. Poor horse. So loyal. I wouldn't say he wasn't loyal in the PS3 version, just harder to control. Produced in the state of Texas. Okay, well, I guess I can't really say because I didn't finish the PS3 version. I only got as far as I think the 5th one. That's Silent Hill 2 secret ending. That actually is Silent Hill 2's one of Silent Hill 2's endings, by the way. I figured, but I wasn't sure whether you like literally knew because like that joke you were making with the android for Dragon Ball. Would be. Wasn't completely impossible. Huh? Really? Wow. That's actually never happened before. Oh, my controller just disconnected because it was inactive, but I've put the controller down during this whole thing before and it was fine. So, I don't know what, I don't know why that happened. Because you can't skip this whole thing. So, I always put the controller down anyways. Alright, guess we'll see my time. Again, it shouldn't include the cutscenes, but I guess we'll find out now. If it's 3.5 hours-ish, then it definitely included the cutscenes. 2 hours and 6 minutes. Yeah, it didn't include the cutscenes. That's what I figured. But 2 hours and 6 minutes, not bad at all. Like I said, like multiple times already, I think the world record is an hour and a half ish. So, yeah. Alright, cool. I mean, I messed up in a few anyways, so it makes sense. I definitely wasn't expecting. I definitely wasn't expecting to be close to the world record or anything. I was just curious. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed watching. I actually never even noticed that there's an image gallery option. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. I think Nina, for the first time, actually saw the game. I'm not. I don't have a good enough time for something like that. And have a good night. I think we gotta start up recording a podcast in about an hour. I'm gonna make something to eat real quick right before. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see most of you on Skype and some on Discord, I guess. Yep, later.